Welcome back to the Modern Day Overthinker podcast. We're bringing you some new episodes quickly here. And this one is a very special episode. I was very excited to have this guest on. His name is Poodieville. He is a rapper. He is originally from the Quad Cities, where I am based out of, and he's also lived in Akron, Ohio. He kind of moves back and forth, goes back and forth. He has some family there. And we were able to discuss his recent mental health break that he had. He took a break from putting out music as well as posting on social media for at least 6 months. So he is back in the full swing of things, and he really, you can tell just by listening to him, he's in a good place mentally, and he is motivated. He is ready to go, and we had a great conversation. And I really don't know what else to say besides listen, because this is a guy who you're going to hear more of very soon. But yeah, man, I'm glad to have you here, man. How long you been back in the Quad Cities?
I'm always in and out.
In and out, okay.
Yeah. I'm originally from the Quad Cities, but
Okay,
I spent a lot of time in Akron, Ohio, so that's like my second home.
okay. LeBron's hometown.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep. That's the only reason I know anyone knows about Akron.
I swear.
Seems like, yeah.
Akron's a dope place, man. They got a lot of good artists out there. It's kind of similar to here. That's kind of why I
Size-wise.
like it. It's still the Midwest, so it's not much different.
Okay. So you grew up Moline, East Moline?
East Moline, but
Okay.
I've lived all over the Quad Cities. I went to UT in my freshman year.
Okay.
And then sophomore year, I went to Rocky.
Okay. All right. You end up finishing, or?
I did not. After Rocky, I moved to Ohio, and I ended up dropping out. School, I recommend nobody drop out of school, but
Yeah.
no, man. I just felt like music was what I needed to do, and I just didn't feel like school fit into my my plan, my life plan.
Makes sense. So why Ohio?
Oh, well, my mother actually moved to Ohio.
Okay.
She,
That makes sense.
yeah, so I kind of just moved with her.
Okay. Yeah, that
Definitely.
makes sense. I'm like, there had to have been a family member or something, because that seems pretty random as far as Akron, Ohio as your choice. But yeah, man, I noticed you took a little bit of a break and you're kind of back into it, get back in the swing of things, recording again.
Definitely back at it. Definitely, we're going through a lot of dark times. I had to get some mental. I had to take a mental health break.
Okay.
Definitely, and yeah, really, just a mental health break. Definitely.
So, was there anything in particular that was really getting to you? I mean, it seems like you've been. When did that first viral video? Is the rapping in the car about the ex? That was the one that really took off, right?
Right, that was the one. That was the one.
Okay.
Definitely.
And that was
2016.
Okay. And ever since then, you've kind of been. So, what's been the story since then?
So I'll give you the timeline. Okay?
Yeah, the timeline.
So 2016 is when it all popped off. I mean, talk about, a life change overnight. It really, my life.
So the
really
internet
changed.
can do that.
Yeah, it really changed overnight, and it was just a lot of things, a lot of people coming at me.
That's me. It's all
Okay.
right.
Let me make sure I turn my.
I got
But
switch phones.
It was a lot of people that were just coming at me, and I'm just, I was just a 21-year-old kid. And that was just a lot to deal with. Dealing with labels, and you hear about all the stories of people, things not working out in the music business. So I was just trying to navigate that, and really on my own, I was trying to navigate that. End up signing a deal with Fendi out of New York. He's a guy who discovered Nicki Minaj,
Oh, okay.
and we did our thing. About a year in, it didn't really work out. We went our separate ways. I was independent again. Started doing my thing independent. Then I dropped my album, A Beautiful Story, I say in 2018. Um, made it made a really good impact. Made some decent money from it. Probably the first time I actually made some real good money off of music, and I was able to get myself my own place and be a man finally. I felt like since I had dropped out of high school, it was probably the first time I was really financially stable. So I was living on my own, and I started dealing with anxiety. It started getting really bad for me, um, and from there I started going to the doctor, and the doctor he prescribed me some uh, anti-anxiety depression medication,
Yep.
which is Xanax, and
I hate when they go right to that.
yeah, went right to the Xanax, and it helped me a lot at first, and
Yeah, it does at first.
yeah. I was like, wow, this is a wonder drug, right?
Yep.
Um, and boy, was I wrong.
Yeah.
And things took a turn for the worse. I was drinking on them, which I highly recommend you don't do.
Blackout.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There's a whole year of my life that's just a blur. So,
Well, I've heard that so many times.
and yeah, and after that, the Xanax kind of took a hold of me. It started controlling me. I didn't really want to make music anymore.
Yeah, it slows you down. You're a zombie.
I was just a straight zombie, and those things are really hard to come off of.
Mm-hmm.
And I just felt like I couldn't be productive making music. I felt like every time I go to the studio, I wasn't motivated, and it was just a really nasty time.
Yeah.
And they're so hard to get off of, man. So hard.
So did
So
you have to go
tough.
through detox, or did you?
I've been through detox many times. I've tried to go to rehab. Um, I've tried to just quit cold turkey.
Wean yourself off.
Wean
Things like
myself
that.
off, and even now I'm still on them, but I'm trying to wean down now. I've kind of got a grab on it, um, and I've got to the point where I've gotten productive again. So I'm in a good spot.
That's good. That's good, man. I'm glad to hear that. What about the drinking part?
I'm not really a drinker. I never really was a drinker. I drunk socially,
Okay.
um, but I don't really drink.
Okay. So, but yeah, obviously when you mix the two, though, that's
Yeah.
where it gets dangerous.
Yeah, and that's really why I stopped drinking because of the Xanax. So
Okay.
just mixing that, and it was like, okay, well, let me just stop drinking, and when you're addicted to something, you try to rationalize things, and you say, well, it's not that bad. So I see. This is how I think. Well, I stopped drinking, so um, that's a step forward. It's not that bad, and it still was that bad. I mean, when
It
you're
still is a step forward, but yeah.
definitely, you're still dealing with addiction. You're still not dealing with the root of the problem. So that's I guess where I'm at. Just trying to deal with the root of the problem and why I went to that doctor in the first place, and figure that out and move forward from there.
So yeah, and then what are you discovering is the root of the problem?
Um,
Are you not there yet? Or you're working on it? How are you working on that as far as that process?
just
Writing or
definitely through writing, definitely through just learning to be alone with my thoughts, and don't push those thoughts down. Let those thoughts just explore where those thoughts go. I'm a big deep thinker. I think about a lot of things, and when I start thinking about how I used to operate is I used to think about things and I kind of push those things down, and I would use substances to um, alleviate those things and kind of push them out of my life or push them out of my mind. But now I'm accepting those thoughts. I'm welcoming those thoughts, and just trying to figure out what my problem is, what's the root of the depression, the anxiety, the mental issues, whatever I'm dealing with. I'm trying to get there through. I'm trying meditation, anything I can. I've started actually working out. I was about 185.
how
I've
tall
dropped.
are you?
How tall?
Yeah.
I'm about 5'6", 5'7". Not really
Okay.
tall. Short guy.
Okay, so yeah, you were up to
185. I was getting up there.
That's pretty big for
Yeah. I've dropped about 15 pounds now. So and that's another kind of side effect of what I was dealing with. So when you're not moving your body and you're kind of just stagnant and just laying in bed all day and down on yourself,
eating wrong, stuff like
you're
that.
eating the wrong stuff, and it's just not good for you, man.
Yeah, I started going to the gym about a month ago,
Hmm.
consistently, because it used to be like a thing where before I'd have to find somebody to go with me, and this time is the first time where I'm like, I'm going. This is me. I'm signing up. I'm motivating myself to go at least 3 times a week.
You have to do it for yourself.
Yeah,
If you feel like, oh, I need someone to push me,
yeah,
you
that
you
worked for a
you're
little
not.
while, but
Yeah, you have to do it for yourself. You have to have that self discipline, and you have to be self motivated. Definitely.
and that's how I feel about addiction as well. You have to be. You can't. Quit using drugs or quit drinking or quit doing whatever. You can't do it for somebody else. You can try. It may work for a little bit as motivation,
Hmm.
but at the end of the day, you have to do it for yourself. I see it all the time just because I'm in recovery. I know I go to meetings, things like that. So I hear all these different stories. And I hear new people like come in that are just like, especially with like people that are coming off of like meth and heroin and that
Hmm.
shit. And they're just broken, but they think, and they're like, well, I just need to get, drug court off my back or get this
Yeah, yeah,
done
yeah.
and that stuff. It's like, no, you need to do this for you. Otherwise, it's not going to work. I mean, end of the day,
Do you feel like the meetings help? Are they helpful?
they're helpful for me. I take what I want out of the meetings.
Hmm.
Because there's some things about meetings that I don't like. Um, it can be the people. I mean, it just depends on who goes to that meeting, really, how the meeting is going to be and how the atmosphere of the meeting is going to be.
Right.
But I usually find at least one person where I hear something where I'm like, oh, I can relate to that, or I never thought about it that way, things like that. I like
Definitely.
listening to other people. I like gathering new perspectives, and I kind of take what I can from the meeting, and then I use that and I pass it along. I've passed it along to people I've sponsored, people I've helped, like work steps, things like that. I won't say like what meetings I go to because you're not supposed to do that.
Right. Right.
Any old timers hear any of this shit, they would kill me. Um, but
Definitely.
uh,
Let's
but
keep it anonymous.
yeah, but the meetings help. They help me keep me grounded. It's basically like kind of like therapy for me, but it's not the only thing I do for my mental health because if I went to a treatment center, which I have been to a treatment center before and gotten evaluated, I am dual diagnosis. So I'm an addict, but I also have mental health issues as well. I have an anxiety disorder. I have obsessive compulsive disorder. I have major depressive disorder as well. So I can get really depressed, and I can also obsess over everything, which one of the reasons why the podcast is called Modern Day Overthinker. Just so I
Right.
can overanalyze and overthink everything. I can throw myself into this loop, this never-ending loop
Hmm.
of repetitiveness of doing things just because I think that if I don't do something perfectly right or a certain way, that something bad is going to happen. It's all based on fear and things like that. But to answer your question, yeah, the meetings have helped me. Some people don't like them. I mean, it's their opinion. I always suggest to check them out. The different ones. There's different anonymous meetings that you can check out. And for the most part, you're going to be welcomed. 99% of the time, you're going to be welcomed.
Is it just a thing that you're kind of around people that understand what you're going through?
Exactly. A lot of people that have been broken, that are trying to build themselves back up and trying to become a productive member of society. Because for the longest time, a lot of us can relate on not being a productive member of society, just barely getting by, doing whatever we had to do, whether that was, I wasn't one to rob, steal, or anything. I actually was one of those people that, when you're young, you get those credit card things in the mail, and I would sign up for all of them.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I'm just going to keep running these cars, because one of these days, because I always have had like an entrepreneur type mindset, I'm going to have this business idea, or one of my blogs going to take off, and I'm going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
And that didn't happen because I didn't work very hard either. Also, I was very half-assed because I was drinking all the time. I was doing drugs all the time. Just a combination of different things. But I just needed to learn how to be a productive member of society without using substances to cope with life. Just living life on life's terms is one thing that
Right.
I hear a lot. Living life on life's terms. So that's what I'm trying to do. And it's been working for 4 years. I mean, I can't complain. I really don't have anything to complain about. Anything I do have to complain about is like, it's considered probably what I've heard old people talk about. They call Cadillac problems.
What's that mean?
Basically, it means like, instead of worrying about whether I'm going to pay rent this month, I need to wash my dishes or something stupid like that.
Right.
Like I'm behind on my dishes or something. Like, other than that, I mean, I really can't complain. I mean, I still deal with my anxiety. I still deal with my OCD. I mean, I went through a breakup at the beginning of the year. It was something that I did, but it was something that I felt like I had to do. It was a difficult situation. She had issues with mental health as well. It was something where I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't be her hero. I couldn't be the superhero, and I couldn't save her. So I had to let her go. And it still sucks because
it's tough, man.
Yeah, because now she's in another relationship, and I'm just like, man. But there's no ill will. Like, it wouldn't end on like terrible terms. I tried to keep things. It was the most healthy breakup I've ever been a part of. I haven't been in a whole lot of serious relationships. I kind of did a lot of. I was a bar guy, man. I went out and I'd get somebody, and then I'd talk to him for a little bit or never talk to him again. I was just that guy for so long.
Definitely. I feel like it's a good thing sometimes to kind of get out of relationships. Relationships can kind of hold you down, man.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we need to get out of those relationships and focus on ourselves and what we need to do and build ourselves up, definitely.
That's exactly what I'm doing, yeah, because, I mean, I'm not, like, opposed to going on a date with somebody I'm on the stupid dating apps. They're kind of a joke.
Yeah. Any catfishes?
I've had a few. I've had a few attempts, obviously. You could tell.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, what's your, can I talk to you on WhatsApp, or can I talk to you on, and it's always something stupid, like, or they just want a bunch of girls are on there because they're promoting their OnlyFans,
yeah,
or their Snapchat or their Snapchat Premium. Add me on Snapchat, like sure, I'll add you on Snapchat, but I'm not gonna like give you money.
I'm not gonna pay for it.
I'm not gonna pay for anything. None of this. I've seen a few people on OnlyFans that I've known that didn't really like hound me about it. I was like, you know what? I'll subscribe, man. I'll support you. Whatever. I'm a single guy. I used to go to the strip club all the time. That used to be my thing when I was fucked up. So it's like, but it's not my lifestyle anymore.
You know why I love the OnlyFans? And this may sound fucked up, but I love to see women fail at the OnlyFans shit. Because they shit on the guys for so long, trying to become local rappers or whatever, and they get on OnlyFans and it doesn't work.
Yeah,
they think because they're just a cute girl in their city, the whole world is just gonna fuck with them, and it's just like a definitely eye opener for them.
This one chick I did it. It's not even because like I really cared that much about the content, but her hustle was so strong. Like I respected it so strong. I was like, I'll subscribe for like a month or two. Then I'm going to cancel this, but I'm not going to be a lifetime member or anything.
Definitely.
But I just respected her hustle so much because she's like all over the place. She's traveling. She's
getting to it.
She's getting to it, and
Definitely
I respect
that.
it. Yeah. I respect the hustle, and she's not like on there like she's not just straight up making porn, like doing shit like that. But yeah, OnlyFans is
it's a little more class. It's a little more classy.
A little more classy. Is the craziest thing, and it's one of those things where you're like, damn, I wish I would have thought of that. Mm-hmm. So we're just one of those.
Definitely.
But, man. So now that you're back, from your little mental break, which is always a great thing to take a mental break, especially recognizing that you need one. I mean, that's the hardest thing.
Well, in the black community, we kind of just we don't recognize our problems. Even if we do, we kind of just it just snowballs down from there, and we never get the help we need.
I had an interview with an author who wrote a book on black mental health. Mm-hmm. Man, I can't forget his name. He's gonna hate me if he hears this. I'm so terrible at names, but it's on my Instagram. I did an IG live with him, and we did it that way. But definitely, I'll send you the link for that.
Definitely, I appreciate that.
But and I want to read it too. He's like, it relates to anyone. That's just who I'm trying to target. I'm like, yeah, because everybody can relate to mental health for the most part, either themselves or somebody in their family.
Definitely.
But we talked about that. Being like it's kind of a stigma, like kind of a tough. You have to have that tough mentality, like I can get through this by myself, kind of thing.
Definitely,
that's a man thing too.
I agree.
Yeah,
ego.
It's ego gets in the way a lot. Yeah,
definitely ego.
Yeah, but the ego can help sometimes, especially when it comes to hip hop. Man, you got to be. Depending on what you're recording and what you're talking about, you got to have that drive. You got to have that confidence.
You do.
It's needed because otherwise people are going to tell, like, you're not delivering. You're not, sound might be off, something like that. It's like that delivery, and you've always had the passion in your delivery, and you can tell, like, there's pain behind it or there's love behind it or whatever the emotion is that you're going through. You can feel it. And I've always respected that about your music. That's why I've been following for a long time. I follow any artist that I can come across from the Quad Cities. I mean, I've been friends with Torian for a long time. Mm-hmm. When he lived in Chicago, I didn't know anybody. We used to kick it all the time. When we could, anyway. I was working a lot. But yeah, I'd love to see him prosper. Xavi, I always say the last part wrong. Is it Russin or Rusin? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't want to butcher his name, but I think it's Rusan.
Rusan? Yeah. I knew I was going to butcher it. Because he used to go by another name before that. I can't remember. And then there was Calico, and then I still say Cali all the time.
That's the thing with rappers. We're always switching up our names.
Switching up the name. You don't know what to call. You've had the same name, though.
Actually, I didn't.
You didn't?
I didn't. For a while, I went by Black Keith. My original name, my government name is Keith. So I used to call myself Black Keith for a while. And I probably took the switch to Poodieville probably at about 18.
And where does that name stem from?
Well, everyone calls me Pootie already.
Okay.
And I was hanging with a group of guys. We kind of just had this thing. Like one of my homies, he used to call himself Trino World. And we just kind of had this thing where we put that after our name, Trino World. Sim City, that was another guy I was running with. And I was everyone called me Pootie. Even my teachers and, from grade school to high school called me Pootie. So I just threw the veil on at the end. Pootie was a name that my father gave me when I was born. And so it just stuck. And I just owned it. I tried to get away from it. Even when I was being called Black Keith, I tried to get away from it. And people just still called me Pootie. And
I gotta go.
I'll be a 50, 60, 70-year-old man being called Pootie. And I'll never get away from that.
Yep.
But I've come to terms with that.
Makes sense. You gotta go with what works. I mean, what people are gonna call you, name recognition. So.
Right, definitely. So.
Yeah. So I noticed you did a little bit of a rebrand. Trying to put out some merch, trying to do
Yeah, I'm
some
getting
different things.
it's the villains. Of course, it's just a little play off my name,
Yeah.
but the kind of idea I have behind it is, what does a villain do? The main goal is to take over the world, and that's what I'm trying to do, is to take over the world. And I have a quote. It's a villain. A person is only a villain um, whose story hasn't been told,
Mm-hmm.
and that's basically the whole idea behind villains. And I just want people to get on board and see what I'm doing, because we're gonna take over the world. Villains.
So thinking about an album or a mixtape next, or you're not sure? Kind of weighing that out.
I'm not sure, man. I'm just working. Definitely. Well, the
Are you
next part.
recording at home or?
I record at home.
Okay.
I record myself actually, and sometimes I go to the studio. But it's more. It's more. My music is so personal, man. So, not that I have any problem with recording with anyone else.
I understand what
It's
you
just
mean.
when you're in that zone, it's almost like an author writing a book. He doesn't write a book in front of, or as he's writing his biography, he doesn't write that in a room full of people.
Yeah.
It's a certain energy that I need, and it's kind of like it needs to be only my energy in the room when I'm making that music, when I'm writing that.
So usually when you do the stuff like when you record the stuff, that you're getting back to the recording stuff in the cars, which I think is awesome because that's kind of how it started.
Definitely.
Um, somebody's with you there, I assume, filming it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it has to be somebody that's it can't just be anybody.
No, no, no. I usually it's someone I'm comfortable with. For the longest, those early videos, it was my mom recording me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of people tell me, to stop doing the car raps, and you should do music videos and things like that. And yeah, I'll get to those.
Of course, yeah.
But here's the thing about the car raps, they're working. They work. They touch people.
Dude, now that you're on TikTok, definitely keep doing the car raps.
Yeah, and it works for me, and I'm not gonna turn my back away from something that works for me. I wouldn't tell everyone to go do it.
Yeah.
It just works for me, and I wouldn't stop. I'd be an idiot to stop something that works.
Exactly, yeah. Another thing that I've noticed, because I've been on and off writing and recording rap for like 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's very personal. Like I don't even share it with everybody. Like I just recently started like actually putting it out.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I've gotten into on TikTok is they have this thing that you can do. Producers will just put out a beat and they'll be like, duet this and rap.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And if you jump on those, man, you'll easily take off. Just get on real popular producers.
Yeah, people have been telling me to get on TikTok for so long.
Oh, I was so against it.
I'm like, I'm a grown man. What do I need to be on TikTok for? I didn't get it, and that's the whole thing.
Yep.
Just not understanding something when I'm always giving pushback to something that's new, and just getting with the times. And TikTok is cool, man. Everyone's on there, from your grandma to your daughter. So
it's crazy. So much stuff. I started watching at first I got on there for the podcast for like mental health and just to follow people that talk about mental health, motivational stuff, things like that. Then I started getting into like, people doing stuff themselves, building something out of nothing, and then I get in this constant. You can get in such a loop on there where you're just stuck on TikTok watching videos.
Definitely,
and I like to golf, so I'm watching like golf videos and like this dude like showing me how to like chip better and shit. I'm just like, man.
Yeah, if you got a niche, I mean, a lot of people get famous for anything on there, but if you got, I feel like if you have a niche on there,
oh yeah,
people are definitely gonna follow you and tune in.
Oh yeah, there's just dudes that are like on there that'll like for the golf, for example, they'll play 9 holes, and they'll just speed it up real fast, like each hole, so they get each hole in there, and like just show you how they played, and they're obviously really good, and people just eat that shit up.
And that's the thing. And I want to say this, not to cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
But you know, people ask me for advice all the time on music and hey, check out my music, man. And, what do you think I should do?
And I wasn't gonna do that when I was talking about my music either.
No. I just wanted to say this, just us talking about the niche thing. A lot of guys try to follow the trend. They look at who's popping, and I get a lot of people that I go to the studio with or come over and record, and they're just kind of stuck. They don't know what to talk about. And I would tell them, find your niche. Be you. Exactly. That's all people want from you. Just be you.
Yeah, people are trying to ride the waves, and it doesn't work that way.
Sometimes it works, but for the most part, that's that guy. That's what works for them. You have to, if you're into, people have to understand, if you're into, anime, rap about anime.
Yeah.
Rap about what you know. Because I'll tell you, there's millions of people out there who love anime. Would love to hear about you rapping about anime.
Yep.
So there's an audience for anything you want to talk about.
Exactly. Yeah. One thing I saw the other day, I don't know if I talked to you on the phone about it or not, but I was talking to somebody the other day about the T-Pain. Oh, you shared it actually. The T-Pain video. Where T-Pain
do something else.
Stop. Do something else.
We have that already.
That was so funny.
Yeah. And I even needed to hear that.
Yeah.
I definitely needed to hear that. Yeah.
Because you're like, do I need to start using auto-tune? Do I need to start doing that?
Well, a lot of people don't really understand my personality because sometimes I get on the internet and I wasn't really trying to do auto-tune, or I know who I am as an artist. I know what type of music I'm going to make, but I love to hear just what people think. Mm-hmm. I love to hear how people view music and how they view me as an artist. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I'm always going to make what I want and give the people what I feel like. It has to touch me first, and then if they like it or love it, that's a plus.
Are there particular producers you work with, or do you produce your own beats as well?
I've tried to get into producing beats. That shit's so hard, man.
It's tough.
You just have to be dedicated to it, and just really just learn the craft and every day try to master that craft.
A lot of trial and error.
I would just I have certain producers that I love online, but for the most part, man, I'm just like any other independent artist. I go on YouTube. If I'm in a Drake type of mood, I'll type in a Drake type beat, and buy. If I like the beat, I'll buy the beat. And that's kind of my process.
BeatStars, yeah.
Yeah. I'll just regular process as any independent artist.
That makes sense, yeah.
And I that's the thing. I can never really find a producer who kind of I feel like matches my style. Because my style, I feel like it's not as popular, the sound I make. So a lot of producers are making those trappier beats.
Because they're making money out of it.
Yeah, so they're going to go where the money is. And so it's really tough for me to really lock in with one producer because he's chasing this sound. And I'm like, no, I need this sound. So
yeah.
They're like, I don't really do that.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, because I feel like some of the big guys that I look up to, like even Drake. Drake's got his producer. I can't remember his name.
He's got 40. He's got
40.
He works with Boy Wonder. Yeah. Drake works with a few guys.
A few guys though, but 40 was like the main guy. Yeah, he's been there since the beginning.
Definitely.
I feel like. Well, Cole does a lot of stuff himself.
Yeah, Cole definitely does a lot of his own beats.
Yeah, but he has a guy as well. With like Mac Miller had Germ.
Yeah.
I feel like that's but it's hard to come by, especially around here.
Yeah, it's tough to find. You would think
Because you want that relationship, you want to meet somebody. It seems to be more like it can't be just something online. I mean, it'd be very hard to develop that relationship online.
yeah, you have to go to these states and you have to network and meet new people because it is hard to develop a real strong relationship online because um, it's almost if you hit someone up online, it's just hey, but how do you benefit me? If someone hits me up, um, I got my own thing going on, and you just want to skip a whole step of hard work, blood, sweat, tears, dedication by, joining what I'm doing that I've done the blood, sweat, and tears and put the work in. Um, and not to sound like an asshole, but how does that benefit me in any way?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm down to help. If I think someone's dope, I'm down to just if I like you, I'm gonna reach out to you. You know, but as far as someone just trying to jump on the bandwagon, um, even when I wasn't active, you weren't in my inbox, and now I'm active again, and you see, a couple 100,000 views or so many likes on my video. Now you wanna, join the wave, and that's just not the type of shit I'm into.
It's like you better show me some money for that feature. I mean, I saw you post about features, people trying to lowball you and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I'm sure
yeah,
that
yeah,
happens all the
yeah.
time.
But I've been dealing with that for a while, and I think it's kind of like in this box I'm in because I make a certain type of music and I know certain people. Um, I think to a lot of people, my music is inspiring, right? And it's inspiring to a certain amount of people who aren't where they want to be in life.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not just gonna say the people who listen to me are broke, right? But they're inspired because here's a guy who he doesn't really have jewelry on. He's not flashing money and this and that. So he's like me, He's just trying to get to it just like me, and those are the people who don't really have the money. They might be working a 9 to 5, and they don't really have the money to drop 500 or $750 for a feature, or
Yeah.
So I get it. I get it. It's tough. It's just it's a tough thing.
But at the same time, I mean, this is your livelihood. This is
Yeah, they have to understand this is how I pay my rent. This is how I eat every day. So.
yeah, exactly. I mean,
And I had posted on Facebook, I'm rapping for free. I do love it. I would do this for free, but I'm not really rapping for free, not per se. But I say it's like I'm rapping for free because I love to do this, and no, I'm not making as much money as um, the guys up there, but I
so
am
where
making a living.
yeah, so where is it's weird because things have changed so much with all the streaming stuff. So you getting? I mean, I've heard the streaming money. I've heard different things about the streaming money. So is it like even really? Is that like much of an income for you, or is it more of like ad revenue from videos, or?
Definitely stream a lot of artists shit on streaming. Um, and I don't like streaming. I'm not an advocate for streaming, but at the same time, let's go
It's
back
the way
to
it is.
2016 and where we're in 2021, and I haven't worked a job since then. So, and I made all my money basically off streaming. So, I'm able to go out. I can't buy anything I want. I can't walk off the lot with a fresh new car. But if I want to go to the mall and I want to go shopping, I can do that. If I want to pay my rent, I'm able to do that and not stress about it. So, um, and I'm just trying to open up, new streams of income. Really getting the merch game right. Um, Start touring. That's what I'm really focused on is really getting out there and touching the people and see who really supports me and go to these different cities.
So is there any? I've heard Instagram is basically like no money. Like there's no money in Instagram. Is that wrong?
It depends. It depends on. There's actually a lot of money in Instagram. It just depends on what type of following you have, how much engagement you have, because you can easily get brand deals on Instagram. It's tough for a rapper, I would say.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a little more better for a street rapper, I would say, just because you get a lot more features, and it's all about the hustle too. It's all about the hustle. So if you as long as you have a product to sell and you have eyes, you can make money. And Instagram is just a great way to market yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't know. Instagram doesn't really do ads, but Facebook does. I don't know if they run ads on any of your videos, since they've obviously had a certain amount of views. They can.
Facebook or Instagram?
Facebook.
I can run ads on my videos.
Okay.
I haven't done it. I used to run ads back in, I want to say 2013, 2014. I haven't done it yet. Not because I don't want to. I just haven't done it yet. I'm kind of just trying to see what I can do organically.
Yeah, not ads promoting your stuff. I mean ads like they're paying you to like halfway through watching one of your videos, there's a clip for like Bud Light or something.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about running ads like promoting yourself. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I actually can.
I think there's like TikTok has a creator fund. I don't know how Facebook.
There's
does
a criteria on Facebook. So, in order for me to have ads, first of all, I would have to be making 3-minute videos.
Yeah, there's a minimum.
So I meet the requirements, with the followers and the engagement. I meet all the criteria. I just have to make longer videos. That's it.
Yeah, which is doable.
And I definitely want to. I'm thinking about starting a Patreon, and just have exclusive content on there. I got a lot of ideas, man. There's so many ways to make money. It's not that hard. People will support you if you show them that you're talented, and they're gonna support you.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. As far as because not many people, and in 2016, 2018, a few years back, people would actually digitally buy albums. Are you seeing any digital album sales anymore, or is that it's just straight streaming?
Actually, there are a few people out there doing it. I'm actually thinking about. It's crazy that you brought that up. I'm actually thinking about doing the next project I release as doing it as a digital download, because you make that money in real time. With streaming, you drop an album, you're not going to see any money for that album for 3 months. So just think, if you spent $5,000, $7,000 into a project, that it's going to take 3 months to get that money back. But if you drop it as a digital download, you see all that money in real time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, digital downloads. I would say, do what you want to do. It's the internet, man.
Yeah,
you can do anything
There's
you want.
So many different options. Yeah, exactly. Have you found somebody that's gonna do your merch for you though? You found somebody to work with?
I have actually. Okay. So merch is on the way. Just trying to figure out how I'm gonna market it, and I like to study things. So right now I'm just studying the merch and what makes a successful merch / clothing line. And
yeah, you don't want to just drop it and
just drop it and like, hey, buy my shit.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So definitely just trying to master that. I just want to be a master at everything I do. And that's what I'm big on. I don't get into anything unless I'm trying to master it. Mm-hmm. Like you asked about the beats earlier. Yes, I feel like I can do anything I put my mind to. Mm-hmm. I have that type of I just have that type of belief in myself.
Yeah.
But I know at the same time, if I'm not gonna approach it with 150%, I won't do it. It's basically that.
Yeah, that makes sense. And you definitely have to approach beats at 150%.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. I was talking to Josh about that the other day, actually, because he was on the podcast on Saturday, and he's like, yeah, I can make, like, little jingles and stuff like that, but I can't do the hip-hop beats, man. It's a lot.
You got to have the passion for it, man.
Yeah.
Passion. Yeah. If there's no passion there, because you have to, if there's no passion and you're sitting there 2 hours into a session and you kind of only have, you're still working on the chord progression or you're still trying to find the right beat pattern and you're 2-3 hours in, that takes patience. And if you don't have the passion for that, you're done before you start.
I'd feel like I have to get up and, like, walk away and sit down and I couldn't just sit there.
But see, when you love it, though, you don't even realize you've been sitting there for 2-3 hours.
That's true. Good point. Well, I feel like if you hit a certain point where you get stuck, and you're trying to fix something, and you're just, like, stuck in a loop where you're like, I can't fix this. I gotta walk away from it for
Right.
Yeah, have a fresh year or whatever. But yeah, that's something I would like to be able to do. But yeah, like you said, I would have to. It's gonna take some time, and I don't have that right now. I'm working on other things. I'm doing a lot. Like I was telling you, I'm working on a lot of self-care stuff. The fitness thing has been really tough for me. It's easy now, but it was always tough for me before I got into this routine. I've kind of got into a routine of going to the gym, trying to find every motivation I can. I don't really need that extra motivation like I thought I did. Like I used to have to, like, talk myself into it, or like I was telling you earlier, have somebody else be like, hey, we're going to the gym. Meet me at the gym.
But it's not all about the gym either. It's really about the diet, man. If you can get your diet right, and
that's another thing.
You mix it in with the gym.
I'm trying not to overeat, and I'm also not trying not to do all the fucking fast food, man. It's just like,
because I tell you,
so bad.
I have like a one-track mind. So boom, I'm like working out like fucking crazy every day, and
really,
like fucking eating salads. I don't even eat salads, but I'm trying to eat all the right things, and then boom, I switch back to the music, and my kind of working out falls off. But I've still been able to lose weight because I kind of got into that routine of kind of paying attention to what I eat. Yeah. And so my diet isn't as bad as it was, so I'm still losing weight. So I would say, focus on the diet, get the diet down. And then, too, what really helps is not just going to the gym to work out, but finding an activity that you can do that you love. Like if you love to play basketball, go run some pickup games, you know. If you got a dog, go run, go out to the park, throw the frisbee with the dog. I don't know.
Yeah. Also, I live by the bike path, so I did buy a bike, so I've been riding my bike sometimes too. So I enjoy doing that.
That's dope.
So it's like when I was a kid, man, I rode my bike everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So
didn't think twice about it.
Didn't think twice.
Did you have the pegs on the back?
Of course, yeah. I had the mini pegs, so you couldn't have too big a feet, otherwise you weren't riding on the back.
No, we used to have a guy on the back of the pegs, and then
one on
the front.
Yeah.
We're all.
Yeah, my brother had the 4 pegs. I just had the 2. But yeah. No, I didn't buy that type of bike this time. I'm like, I'm not trying to do any BMX shit.
Now you got the beach cruiser. You on that?
I just got like just like a no, it's a Schwinn. It's just like an older Schwinn. Okay. I wanted to get like an old school Schwinn, but
that would have been fucking dope, man.
Those are hard to come by, man.
Definitely.
Yeah. If I do see one, I'm gonna buy one though, for sure.
You're not big on running?
No.
Running fucking sucks, doesn't it?
It's awful.
Yeah, I was watching the Olympics, right? Like, who would want to run 5,000 miles? Who wants to do that?
I have friends that do it, man. My buddy Dan, my buddy Steve. Steve actually won. I can't remember the name of the award at the Bix. Like, he was one of the fastest. Like, I think he was in the top 20.
Good for him. I don't know how he does it.
They run like, him and Dan run like 5 or 10 miles a day, easy.
That's crazy.
No, I'm never gonna do that. Like, I always tell people, I'm not running unless somebody's chasing me, and that's true to this day. Yeah, fastest I ever ran was when I got pulled over. We got pulled over in high school. Me and my buddy didn't have shit to do. We were drinking in the car, hanging out in the parking lot. As we're leaving the parking lot, a cop follows us. And my friend thought it would be a good idea. It was foggy, so it's like, I can lose him. Mm-hmm. I was like, okay. I was like, whatever. I'm just sitting here.
Go for it, man.
Go for it, bro. This is your ass, really. Mm-hmm. You're the one driving. He did not lose him. The cop caught up. I go, dude, I didn't really ask. I told him. I go, I'm bailing. I'm gone. As soon as you stop this car, I'm leaving. Mm-hmm. Because I can't. I don't want to get in trouble. With sports or with school or with my parents or whatever. I didn't want to get in trouble. I was still in high school. And so he's like, okay, but take this empty beer can with you. I didn't want an open container. So I had 2 beers. And I started running. I lost my shoe. I kicked it up, caught it, kept running. He goes, man, that is the fastest I've ever seen anyone run. That's the fastest I've ever seen you run. And he's been friends with me for years. And I'm really slow normally, like super slow. Like fat kids.
Like Tom Brady slow?
Yeah, so slow. And he ended up getting out of it because the cop was a Marine, a retired Marine or an ex-Marine or whatever. And so was my friend's dad. And he was my friend's dad had a higher rank than him, and he knew him because he was underage. Obviously, he had to go pick him up. Like, you had to call your parents and pick him up and stuff like that. So he lucky as shit.
Shit.
Yeah.
We would have never got away with that.
No. Yeah, super lucky. But oh man, I ran for like a good mile. I didn't need to run that far at all. There's no one chasing me. Mm-hmm. Like he wasn't. There was snow on the ground too. Like, oh, yeah.
Wow.
That was a good little workout though. But that was the most I've really ran. Ever.
That's the most you ever ran?
No, I'm just kidding. I do the elliptical. I don't hate the elliptical. I'll do the elliptical.
Yeah.
But I've also heard a lot of stories, and my grandma's a retired nurse, and she's like, that running's bad. It's bad for your knees.
Yeah, fucking knees cracking and shit, man.
I don't want to have knee surgery when I'm in my 50s or something. No.
Crazy.
I'm good. That gives me another excuse not to do it.
Yeah. Well, that's what we do. We look for excuses.
Look for excuses not to do it. Oh, man. I got to check the time. Okay, we're good on time. Because I'm actually doing, another thing I've been doing is doing things that scare me or that I've always wanted to do. And that one of those things is stand-up comedy. There's an open mic that I'm doing tonight.
Where's that at?
It's at Renwick Mansion. It's up on Tremont, east side of Davenport.
I'll have to come check you out.
Yeah, man. If you got nothing going on, it's only $5. There's like going to be 15 comedians just doing 5 minutes.
Now, are these, it's just an open mic? Are these famous comedians or just local?
Just local.
Okay.
Some of them travel from like Dubuque, Iowa City.
Yeah.
There's kind of like a network of comedians that I've met that kind of just like make the rounds around. But the most popular guy in the Quad Cities, his name is Chris Schlichting. He's been doing comedy for like 15 years. And if anyone big comes into town, Chris opens for them. Or anyone, even if they go to Des Moines, I mean, Chris will open for them more than likely.
That's dope. Dope. Yeah, I'll have to come check it out.
Yeah. Something to do. So I've been working on that. It helps me with my anxiety because I have a big fear of, crowds speaking in front of people.
Yeah.
Being recorded. I don't like being on camera. I don't like any of this, but I do it because it's like, it's a way to me to face stuff head on. I'm facing stuff head on because I used to avoid doing so many things that I wanted to do just out of just fear based. Like that's what anxiety is, and that's I'm just sick of dealing with it, sick of doing that, sick of avoiding stuff.
Yeah, it can definitely take over your life. So you gotta fucking own anxiety, make it your bitch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do. And also, I mean, I gotta next couple months I can kind of focus on myself and what I need to do. And then October, November, the job I did, my 9 to 5, I work in insurance and employee benefits. And October, November, and December are like the worst months for us because every job, most companies, like 90% of the companies, that's when they do like their enrollment where they pick their insurance plans for the next year. Or change their medical, their dental. So my company, what we do is we are like a third party that works with these bigger companies and with their HR departments. We learn their insurance plan, we learn their coverage, we learn their options, and we explain it to their employees when they call in. We're basically like a call center, but they just bump me up to leadership, so I'm going to have to train people that are going to be on phones that have never been on phones talking about insurance before. And this is all going to be done virtually. So it's going to be crazy. We've only done this. Well, last year we did our first annual enrollment is what it's called. We did it for the first time last year, all online because we had to, basically. But my company's decided to go all remote. Like until March of last year, I was working in Iowa City. And I was traveling to Iowa City every day. And as soon as they said I could work from home, I was all about it.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing. That's just the one good thing.
There's a couple good things. There's a couple good things. A lot of bad, but there's a couple good things. One, a lot of people are working from home, and it's some people hate it. I fucking love it. It's great. And I was commuting, so it's huge for me. Time and money.
Who wouldn't want to work in their PJs, man? Just
exactly. No, the only time I really had to put a shirt on is if I'm doing a meeting with somebody. Even then, most people don't even turn their cameras on.
Yeah.
Like, it's so different. But people have been more productive, actually. Because they're like, because I think in the back of all of our minds, we're like, well, if we start slacking, they're going to send us back to the office.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So we need to keep up with our work. Otherwise, we're going back to the office, and we've been.
And I think it saves the company money,
tons of money. Not yet, because a lot of my company has multiple locations. The main location's in Des Moines. That's headquarters. So that's a big office. Office leases are typically 3-5 years. I don't know where they're at with that lease, so they still got to keep that going. The Iowa City office, I think that one that I was working out of, which was a satellite office, they're going to probably shut down, just because it's a waste of money. I don't know though. I know they're going to keep a couple offices open because some people are they're giving people the option to work from the office if they want to. Some people got kids running around. You can't be on the phone, and you got kids running around and stuff like that. Like, definitely. Everything's recorded. All the companies listen to the calls. So some people it doesn't work, but me, it's just me at my house. The only thing I have to worry about is my cat meowing in the background or something, and I'm good. Yeah, so. But,
it's cool, man.
Yeah, the work from home thing's pretty great, because I was trying to do that before the pandemic. I would bring it up like every time I had a meeting with my boss. I was like, because some people were doing it already. I was like, I've been here for a while. You guys trust me? Like,
so it's just like I don't really have to be in this office to do this job.
Exactly. Yeah. And I was so sick of driving, man. That drive was burning me out. It's an easy drive. I mean, it's less than an hour to Iowa City from Davenport, where I was going anyway. But yeah, man, and that got me into podcasts though, and also inspired me to do my own podcast because I was in the car all the time. I was listening to stuff.
Very sad.
But also it got me back into listening to whole albums. I did listen to your the album that you were talking about in 2018. I did listen to that full album in my car. Because I would never sit down and listen to a full album. I mean, I never really did that straight through. And I used to do that all the time. Like when an album came out, I used to buy that actual CD and listen to the whole album straight through. And I was able.
You have a favorite song from there?
Man.
Putting you on the spot here.
You're putting me on the spot, man. I can't remember the names of the songs. I couldn't tell you, man. It's been a while since I've listened to it. I got to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm. I respect it.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, man, I'm all about the deeper stuff, man. I'm all about the deeper that you go, the more you talk about, the more pain. Like, cause I can usually relate to that, being in that dark place, man. Cause I can. And that's the thing is, it's not always about where for some people it can have a lot to do with where you came from, but like me, like my mind can take me to like the worst places ever. It doesn't matter. Like I grew up in a really good family. Went to everyone asked where I went to high school. I went to Assumption High School, and I grew up in a good family and had a good upbringing. Like, really don't have any excuses as far as my upbringing or background that way. But my brain, like, does not work like everyone else's works. And it's, like, scientifically been told to me that way. And I'm just like, So I've been able to use that and relate to other people and talk to other people about, their issues and what they're going through. And the thing is, like, I have family members that are not close family members, but like distant family members, like in my distant family, like my cousins and aunts and uncles and stuff that struggle with stuff that I struggle with. And I do feel like it's kind of a genetic thing. With a lot, especially addiction. I mean, I have a lot of addiction on my mom's side of the family. Like, it took my uncle out, almost took my cousin out. I mean, it's no joke. And
yeah, heavy shit, man.
Yeah,
it is. It really is.
And when you're seeing people like, and that's the toughest part about. I would say that one of the toughest things about being in recovery, besides staying clean comes natural after a certain amount of time, where you don't really get as tempted. The longer you stay away from it, and the longer that you work on yourself. But seeing people like either that have gotten it or like have gotten clean or quit their substance of choice, like. I'm not all about like, hey, you need to quit everything, because not everyone has to do that. Mm-hmm. Everyone has their own plan. Like that's one thing that I don't like about meetings, is it can be kind of like a cult mentality, where you have to do it this way, otherwise you're going to end up in. There's always the three things. You're going to end up in jail. You're going to end up institutionalized, or you're going to die if you don't do these things. It's like, that's not, I mean, that may work, but not everybody needs to do that. You need to figure out what works for you.
I agree.
And that's what I do. I take what I listen to people. I choose who I take advice from. I know who to reach out to if I have a problem with this. I know who to reach out if I have a problem with that. And I found a network of people through going to meetings. And I've been involved in meetings throughout the whole state through different things, because I do website stuff. So I've helped with websites for people for some of these programs, just so more people could find recovery. Yeah. And been able to, I've been feeling a lot less alone, even when I feel really alone, because I know who I can talk to about it. That's the thing, is like, it's just raw, like, conversation you can have with people like that you meet that have similar, that have had similar issues with you. You can just have a raw, open conversation and not have to sugarcoat anything you say. And then I have friends that'll be like, dude, you're on some bullshit, or you're doing some stupid shit. You should not do that. And I have friends that I do that with too as well. Like, friends getting into like stupid relationships. Like, dude, what the hell are you doing? Like calling them out straight up, not trying to like just be like, oh well, I hope he figures it out, and like like that's.
Well, it's hard for someone to see their problems. It's easy to see someone else's problems.
It is, and I have people that can call me out on my shit. I don't always listen to them when I should, but and there's some times where they've been wrong too. I mean, not everybody knows what's best for you, but
as long as you're self-aware,
the intentions. I've recognized people's intentions a lot more than I used to. With a clear mind, been able to be more aware not only of myself but of what other people. What are they trying to get out of this, or what are they trying to get out of me?
Mm-hmm.
And I learned that a lot from my last relationship. It's like, what was she gaining from the relationship, or what was I getting out of the relationship? And it was actually heavily in favor of what she was getting out of the relationship, and I was almost killing myself, like trying to make things work. And I was just like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I love you, but can't do that.
Right.
Can't make it happen. And that was one of the toughest things I had to do, man. It's just like, especially because you get comfortable with somebody and you literally are so open with somebody. And I had never been that open with somebody on such a level before. And ending that was just so, it was weird. It was like I created a new void that I have to fill. It's really weird.
Man, you gotta put the work in,
Yeah.
To fill that void, you gotta start working on yourself,
Yeah.
building yourself, and learning to be alone, and learning to be happy with just who you are as a person, and say.
Because before that, that was the thing. It's like this 2-year relationship changed that. Because before that, I was single for a long time, and I was just cool. Like, I mean, I'd have times where I was like, man, I kind of wish I had somebody. But I was comfortable being alone. Like, I actually preferred it sometimes. Like, I didn't want to be around people. Like, I was cool with just, like, hanging out or, working on
But there's
something.
a difference between being alone and working on yourself and just being alone.
Isolating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and it wasn't even, like, yeah.
It's like, hey, my guys call me. It's like, hey, do you want to go here, 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 here? I'm like, nah, man, I gotta, I got work to do, because I'm trying to build something over here.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe a couple months ago, it was like, hey, you want to go here? And it's like, no, I don't really feel like it, because I'm too lazy. I'm down because I'm not doing what I want to do in life, and I'm not where I'm at. So.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's a difference between being alone and being isolated.
For sure, and you got to be able to recognize that. But no, I was comfortable with myself and being alone, and I feel like I have to relearn that.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm working on now. I mean,
it should be this, man, the podcast, and just keep that moving, and put your focus on that.
Yep, but the focus. Yeah, I've been focused on that. I've been focused on putting out content, and also, like I said, doing stuff that I know I want to do. I've always been into stand-up comedy. I've been going to stand-up comedy shows for a long time, and then one night, it was a couple of years ago. Chris asked me, he goes, "When are you just gonna go up there, dude? Like."
Yeah.
Like,
what you waiting on?
What are you waiting on? And then he reminded me again, like a few months back. And I was like, and I would always make that excuse, man, I don't have enough material, man. I just don't know what I'm going to say. And it's like, it's only 5 minutes, man. I got some stuff I can talk about. I could talk about all kinds of ridiculous stuff, stupid stuff I did, stories, but no, I actually worked on it a little bit more than I did last time. I've only done one open mic before, but the first time I really didn't prepare very well. I wrote some stuff and kind of went over it, and this time I actually recorded myself, like, doing it a couple times, like, acting like I was, in front of somebody and doing the actual bits and, the timing and stuff like that. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. Even if it doesn't go well, I'm going to keep doing it because with comedy, it's like expected like that you're not going to do well. Like people are like very understanding of that. Like it's almost like a rite of passage in comedy. Like, you know, like they call it bombing. Like you're going to bomb. Even if you've been doing it for a while, you're going to have that occasional time where like the audience just isn't feeling it.
Of course, of course.
So
I think it's the same thing with music.
mm-hmm.
But I think just with anything, like you said, you have to prepare yourself. One thing with me is I own failure. I seek failure. That's what I'm about. Because when I know I fail, I'm like, okay, it's kind of it gets me excited when I fail at something, so I can tweak something. It's like a video game. Life is like a video game to me. If I fail at it, I want to see what I can do different to get to that next step. And a lot of people are scared of failure, but I want it, desire it.
Yeah,
and I think that, and people always look at me at like, why this guy? Why is he the one that moving up the ladder? And it's because I failed so many times. That's because I've been told no so many times, and I went back to the chalkboard and I designed a new plan every time, and that's why I know I'm gonna win, because I'm gonna keep failing till I do.
Yeah. A lot of people I follow on social media. One in particular, he's a big entrepreneurial guy. He's very open. Gary V is his name, and he openly talks about failing. He's just like, and very similar mentality. And a lot of successful people have that mentality.
Yeah, it's just when it's just not the end of the world. It's about just having that tenacity, just to fucking keep going.
New mistakes, basically.
Yeah.
And learning from those mistakes.
Yeah, and I think we second guess ourselves.
Oh yeah.
And it's just having that fear of that just being judged. It's just that big. I don't want to be judged. I don't want to.
And a lot of people don't really care anyway. Like
they don't. And then this is what I told someone the other day. I said it's a person who they have talent, but they're scared to put themselves out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, you do realize the internet is filled with people just scrolling on their phones, wanting to be entertained. They're there for the shit show. They're there for if you're super fucking talented, they're there for that. But whether you're good or not, people want you to put out content.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, once you put that out there, you never know what it can do. It could change your life.
Yeah. Exactly. You got to make that leap. I mean, there's so many people holding themselves back, and I'm reading a book right now called Resisting Happiness, and it's just about like all the different stuff you do to basically being your own worst enemy, basically just like sabotaging your life, like not even really knowing it, just by not trying new things, by not putting yourself out there.
Yeah, we only get one life, man. Imagine you spend it not doing what you love to do.
Yep.
One life. That's it. That's all we get.
Yeah. We should probably end on that, man.
I appreciate.
I'm surprised he hasn't come in and kicked us out, but we're over the hour. But yeah, I appreciate you being on here. And so what can we expect next? Or we just gotta stay tuned, or
definitely stay tuned. But I got definitely more car raps, merch coming. Maybe some albums coming.
Is it just everywhere? It's just at Poodieville? That's
at I am Poodieville.
At I am Poodieville. Okay.
Yeah. You can follow me at I am Poodieville. Basically on anything. You can just expect content from me. I'm not even gonna say it. It might not even be music. You might expect a podcast from me. You never know with me. Yep. You never know. So just expect content. And exactly. a lot of fucking content.
Good. That's good. You seem like you're in a good place, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you being on here.
Appreciate you, man.
I don't know where the engineer went, but I gotta find him so I don't know how to turn any of this shit off.
We should be good, man.
Yeah.